I mean, like, so sometimes you said you're manic, right?
Hmm.
So go into maybe a slump or the downside, right? Because you're really high or you're really low, right? So the down, you're kind of withdrawn, you're kind of going internal a bit, or
Yeah,
what does
my
that mean, kind of?
right. My experience has been that I know my range now. 6 years after asking these questions, I know when I'm manic and when I'm depressed, and they can happen. Those swings can happen over a longer period of time. Let's say 6, 8 weeks, but they can also be happening at the exact same time.
Hmm.
So I might feel
Like a day-to-day basis, even.
day to day, hour to hour, even moment to moment. This still happens sometimes where my all my neurons are firing, if you will. I'm lit up, I'm active, I'm thinking, I'm creative, I'm energetic, and I have great ideas according to myself. But there's a undertone, like a deep baseline of sadness, and they're competing against each other at the exact same time. So that's the worst part of it, I think, is not having any control over when that happens. Um, it can happen, and I've learned to mitigate against the extremes with diet, a good diet, with exercise, with using music to contemplate or meditate, prayer, and then community, of course. Those are kind of the main ways that I try to lessen the impacts and the symptoms. I didn't say medication. I don't use or take medication because I was on it for a while, for about 6 months, and it was an anti-seizure medication which somehow treats bipolar symptoms.
Hmm.
But what happened when I was on medication, which a lot of people experience when they take medication, is I was losing uh, awareness of myself, and I was lacking certain natural abilities. Like my vocabulary got more narrow. I had more of a malaise. I was less energetic, less zest for life. I was kind of more neutral and vanilla. And
Interesting.
so it's definitely a give and take. Um,
Yeah, I've seen some of that with some of the psych meds. I know some people maybe on multiple ones, and they're almost there but not there. They
mhm.
seem numb or not present, kind of. So makes sense why you'd want to avoid that. And
Yeah.
maybe it's just like a band-aid for the bigger problem as well, and not really like a long-term solution.